People have asked me, can you show rank 10 gems and what their skills are, everything it does for those 10 gems. So what I am putting together for you is a collage of all the gems, whether I had them to rank 10 or not, or if somebody sent me a screenshot of their rank 10, so I could get you all those rank 10s out there, because it seems like people are just going over the gem and not showing the max value of that gem. So between all the gems I had and the few screenshots I got from players, I will start this off, and we'll start off with the Validity Shard, and we'll go all the way down to the Abiding Curse. All right, we got that rank 10 Validity Shard. What we got here is 300 Resonance on it, plus 66 combat rating. When you defeat an enemy, you'll trigger a Volatile Explosion, dealing 90% base damage, plus 365 to all nearby enemies, while granting yourself 8% increased damage for 2 seconds. Cannot occur more often than once every 6 seconds. And like all 2-star gems, Magic Find increased by 10% when you get that to rank 5. So this is the rank 10 Validity Shard. We have our Unity Crystal. Unity Crystal rank 10, increase your resonance by 300, plus 66% combat rating. So all gems are going to give you that. 300 plus 66 for all 2 stars that are rank 10 until you awaken them, put more gems in, and then it'll increase your resonance. So Unity Crystal, you and all your party members within 6 yards take 1.5, so 1.5% reduced damage and deal 1.2% increased damage for each nearby party member. Really good when you're fighting in a party. Be grouped up together, you're increasing your overall damage and reducing the damage you take as a team. And once again, increased Magic Find 10%. Power and Command. Same thing with the Resonance and your combat rating. Power and Command alternate states every 9 seconds. Power increases your primary attack damage by 24%. Command increases all other skill damage by 24%. Each time these states alternate, you have a 30% to dispel harmful effects. And on top of that, obviously, the 10% increased. Magic Find, our next gem, is our Lightning Core. Your primary attacks and movement slowly charge up with electricity. When fully charged, your next primary attack will release lightning, dealing 280% base damage, plus 1,134 to nearby enemies. Cannot occur more than once every 20 seconds. And then you have the 10% Magic Find. So the Curseling, you have a 15% chance when attacked to release a burst of light that binds all nearby enemies, reducing their vision and causing total loss of control for 4 seconds. Cannot occur more often than once every 20 seconds. You also deal 10% increased damage to blinded enemies, and then you have your 10% Magic Find. At the Hungerer rank 10 gem, it instantly heals you for 400% of your base damage, plus 567 total life, and increasing your attack speed by 16% for 3 seconds when you defeat an enemy. Cannot occur more often than 20 seconds, and once again, you have that increased Magic Find by 10%. The Follower's Burden. Follower's Burden, increase all damage you deal by 3% for each summon you control, up to the maximum of 18%. Additionally, your summons take 6% damage. Magic Find increased by 10%. Cutthroat's Grin. We gain 24% increased crit hit chance with 4% increased damage when attacking from behind. Increased chance to find magic, 10%. Our Bloody Reach. The Bloody Reach increases all damage dealt by 6% for every 2 yards between you and the enemy, up to a maximum of 24% at 8 yards. In addition, your attacks have 1.2% chance to decrease enemy movement speed by 35% for 3 seconds. The Battle Guard decreases all melee damage you take by 24% from enemies within 3 yards. Additionally, you move unhindered through enemies while your life is below 60%. Increased magic find, once again, 10%. The Abiding Curse. Your attacks have 15% chance to curse enemies, reducing their attack and movement speed by 35% for 8 seconds. Cursed enemies also take 10% increased damage from your attacks. Curse the same target more than once every 20 seconds. What's really great about this gem is it's player to player. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the gems and what I personally think over them. All right, guys, so now we're going to go over the gems that I like for specific classes, right? So first one we have right here is the Abiding Curse, that you're increasing your chance to curse an enemy. You're reducing their movement and attack speed and increasing the amount of damage they take from your attacks. I really think this is good for all low res classes. I really think it parries well with a DH and Necro. Anybody that's getting in there, it's really great for a melee class. I know some low res barbs that used it. I'm currently using it on my alt, and I've used it on Demon Hunter, Barb, and now Wizard and Crusader as well, with the Abiding Curse. We have the Battle Guard here. I really like it for all classes. Decreasing that melee damage you take when you're within enemy range is really great, especially for any melee class that's going in. You're constantly going to be beating on people. This really helps. If you're a Necro or a Wizard, it helps when you have those pesky barbs or monks that want to dive on you. The fact that you can move unhindered through enemies while your life is below 60% is a really good bust. So you get knocked up by that barb or that Necro with a pillar, and you're like, oh, your life's below 60%. Now you can move unhindered. So it's like some of the skills that people have where monks have the chest piece to move unhindered, wearing the Necro bone armor and being immune to CC. It's kind of like that, except with its own gem. So this is a really nice gem to have. Bloody Reach is one of my favorite as a Necro. I loved using this gem. Work really good for DHs too, because the further away you are, the more increased damage you do, and you're decreasing their movement speed. So I really like Bloody Reach. If you're a melee class and you're in there fighting, personally, this gem is not for you because you're always going to be in the thick of it. Cutthroat, really good gem. You always want to increase that crit hit chance, increasing your damage. So many players are running from behind. If you got to charge, if you're a DH blasting somebody as they're running away, you're hitting them from behind. Monk, you're charging at them from behind. Wizard's they're running away. Wizard beams you. Most people are getting hit from behind because they'll get low, they'll start to run away, you'll chase and usually kill them. Good gem to have. Follower's Burden, best gem for a Necro, hands down. If you like to play summons, this is really good. It does work on Demon Hunters for their sentries, more of a PvE gem. But if you're running summons build like a lot of Necros running Corpse Lance, Molten Golem, you're increasing your damage for the amount of summons you have out there. I know some of you lower res guys may be running a lot of summons in your bracket. So if you do have this gem and get it to 10, it's really fun. You do a lot of lot of damage. And you want to push those CR riffs, this gem's for you, Necros. Like, throw this puppy on, have all your summons out, have max. Do not make the tankiness. You want your 2 mages that you can have. You want your 4 skeleton archers or melee, depending on, but either way, you want the 4 skeletons. You don't want the big skeleton. You don't want the reaper in place of your mages, and then you want a golem. Get that golem out there, and it's your prerogative. I personally love the molten golem, but some people like the corpse bag golem. I think we can all agree that the boulder golem was really dumb, but that gem is a really good gem. The more sentries DHs can have, they can have out there. All the other classes, Judgment, you only have 1 guy out if you choose that. For Crusader, you have 2 Mystic allies, and unless you're doing like a Elder Rift where you're consuming your blood to get your cooldown, or you're getting those purple refresh cooldown orbs, you're really never going to see any more than 2 summons at a time. So really great gem for the Necro, potentially DH. Your Hungerer, this one, I had a lot of fun with this, because if you get in a 1v1 with somebody, it could be that little boost that you get where you kill an enemy, or you're fighting a group of people and you get a kill and it instantly heals you. Great gem to have, and I definitely recommend, if you can get it to 10, rank this guy to 10 so you can get the max you can get. But if you can't, at least try and get it to 5. Get all these gems to 5 so you can at least get that magic find for the items if you're trying to rock 2 stars. Curseling, really good. And the fact it's causing total loss of control. There are so many skills between so many classes that play off of this, that it's a really decent gem. I personally haven't tested it in PvP, just for the fact mine is only rank 7 right now. But once I get it to 10, I will put it on to do like some testing in arena and stuff like that. There is a video that I did earlier where I put on all 2-star gems, didn't throw any gems in the inside, ran to BGs, didn't change my build, went to arena, didn't change my build, and just decided to fight with it just so I could show, because it was a request to do it. I did it for an arena, I did it for a battleground. You haven't seen my battleground video yet because I haven't uploaded it yet, but this seems like it'd be a really fun gem at 10 for your increasing the damage. I know Crusader has that helm that you do more damage to blinded enemies, and the fact that this blinds or stunned enemies, the exact verbiage, blind, stunned, you do increase more damage. This could be a good parry with the Crusaders for sure. Alright guys, so I wanted to show you an updated add-on to that, why I keep saying this Curseling gem is really good. If you look for your family bonus right there, if you get the Vengeance set, damage to enemies suffering loss of control, if you roll that on all your family bonuses and try and get that 5% loss of control, that is what you want, and that will parry really well with this Curseling gem. The Lightning Core, it is a good gem, but the fact that it occurs every 20 seconds could be an issue for some. It does, unlike other gems, it won't tell you when it's ready. The Lightning Core will, and you'll see it pop up in your now that Lightning Core is going off. It's showing it's available on that top left. If we click on it right now, it just went off, showing you it's ready. I did have to go out and test this for you because it will not show up in town, but once you're near enemies and you start attacking, there it goes again. It's telling you it's once again ready. The Lightning Core is ready on your next primary attack. Power and Command, it's a must, man. Love Power and Command. You increasing your your primary attack, and all your skill damage. Great for all classes. All classes. Unity Crystal, if you're big into groups, really good for you. If you like to just go solo fight, probably not the best gem for you. I think it's personally good for Battlegrounds because you should be fighting in a party close to your party. And you all have to be, that range is small. That 6 yards is really small, but it is a nice gem. All right, guys, next gem we have is the Validity Shard gem. Looking at the mini Blessing of the Worthy gem, minus the blessing does say like it has a 20% chance to unleash retribution to nearby enemies, dealing damage equal to 20% of your current life and decreasing all damage you take by 16%. That's a rank 10 Blessing of the Worthy. The Validity Shard rank 10. It's every time you defeat an enemy, you're creating an explosion, dealing 90% of your base damage, plus $365 to all nearby enemies, granting yourself increased damage, 8% increased damage over the 2 seconds. Can't occur more often than every 6 seconds. The blessing is every 20 seconds, so it does go off faster, and it is every time you defeat an enemy versus you waiting to cool down, you get attacked, and you got the potential for your blessing to go off. So that is what you need to think of with this gem. I feel like it'd be a good gem for people. When I get mine to rank 10, I will test it out because I do want to see what those numbers are. And I'll update you when that goes. Maybe you'll see it in a stream, maybe you won't. But I hope with all these gems that I just went through and showed you that this helps you, the guys who wanted to know what are all the rank 10, to find out if you wanted to invest the amount of money you wanted to rank one of these to 10 and you want to do it smartly. I hope this guide helps you. It shows you what the max is. You finally get to see what all the rank 10 2-star gems are and what they do, so you can make that decision for yourself. And once again, if you like and subscribe, hit that subscribe video, give me a thumbs up, let me know what you think in the comments, and if there's any other videos you want me to make, just let me know, and I will try and make it with you. Everybody in this community seems like they're always willing to help out, and together I was missing 3 gems that weren't ranked 10, so people sent me screenshots so I can make this video possible for you guys, and I will catch you in the next video. See you guys.